Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Endless Space 2. People were almost unanimous in their support for the plan of remaining United Empire, and I do think that's the way I'm gonna go. But I want to make this perfectly clear, let's really understand what we're doing here. There is no question in my mind that Mizari is the correct way to go if all you're trying to do is win the game. The science victory is, in my opinion, the best victory, hands down, for just trying to win. Science is a self-reinforcing loop. You use your science to get the ability to get more science. It also makes you able to keep up on any front that you want to keep up on. People who fall behind on science will generally get thrashed by those who do not. And the Mizari population unit is really too powerful. Really a lot better than the other two options. Again, just as far as winning the game goes. And this requirement is both easy and a thing that you want to be doing anyway. By contrast, the reward for becoming UE, or the reward for remaining UE, is almost completely negligible, and it's much more difficult to fulfill this quest. However, we just did a science victory at the end of the Vaulter series, and I'm sure I will do science victories again in the future. I definitely have won more science victories than any other type while playing this game. It's a very easy thing to do, and it falls very easily within my natural wheelhouse of just optimizing, making some numbers go up, and then making the rate at which those numbers go up also go up. So we're going to try to stick United Empire, and my plan for right now is to try to win a conquest victory. It seems unlikely. It's definitely not something I've done a lot of, but I think my plan is to win a somewhat peaceful, somewhat not, conquest victory. So let's talk about what that means exactly. And this will take forever, but also because the reward is relatively small, I'm not super, we'll get it if we get it, and if we don't, we don't. So let's talk about victory types. Winning a conquest victory means owning 32 systems. We currently have 5, which is a good start. Keep in mind, they don't have to be good systems, they don't have to be happy systems. We just have to secure ownership of 32 systems. In many places, we will be able to do this peacefully, through discovering systems that are not connected to star lanes, colonizing those, and, in the case of the Vaulters, almost certainly consuming them with our superior influence. In some places, we will have to go to war. And that's kind of a good thing, because it means that I have a good reason to dig into more of the weapon systems that we haven't played with yet, especially, as I've been saying, fighters and bombers seem very interesting. So that's the plan right now. We're well on our way toward controlling another couple of systems. We have Novarus, Bonnie's coming along, Baltha's gonna be ours before too much longer. Duce is 7 turns out from being a colony, and we're searching for more. We might be able to get these guys, possibly. We'll see. Really going to depend on what the quest is. So yeah, that's where I'm at right now. So this is them. These is they, I guess. I don't know what the right... You know what I'm trying to say. These is they, the way a normal English-speaking person would say that. That's a little awkward. They're kind of, further away than I would like them to be. Well, Did she close her borders to us? Are we allowed to go into her territory?
Let us see if we can trust your words.
Alright. Let's watch the way this circle moves on our next turn here, and be ready to run to Centaurus. Actually, I wonder if I should just... It'll take us 3 turns to get there, but I wonder if I should, in fact, just run our new stolen fleet, our new assimilated fleet over here to just provide a block at this end so that they can't run past us. Oh hey, check it out. A distant stellar giant about 80 times the size of an average star has just gone supernova. Capitalizing on the media attention drawn by the event, a pacifist group within your empire has launched a campaign to bring home the fleets that were monitoring the event rather than leave them on patrol. So, plus 10% dust and plus 20 approval on systems on the empire for 15 turns. What a good event. Alright, and you... I probably just want to search these using the industry of the system, right? Like, how many turns are we looking at if I do all those up 4 turns? Yeah, that's worth doing. Let's put this first. It'll speed them up a little bit. I'm not going to bother spending resources to rush them. We're going to save our resources for things that actually matter. Yeah, we'll grab all of those, and then we'll figure out what else to do here. You need to get exploring. Alright. The Academy's power has increased, and we have been awarded another hero. So... 2 Imperial Overseers. These guys are going to have the same skill tree. Big difference here is the starting skills, I'm assuming. So plus 7% food versus plus 5% defending troop health. Well, that's not very good. I mean, I don't intend to get invaded. I guess I shouldn't necessarily assume that I will be in control of that. And what do you got going on, Horatio? So the ratio tree has food and approval. He has lower ship production costs. That's interesting. Ooh, Lucky Windfall is a neat skill, particularly for putting on the world where we build the unique influence improvement. Maybe we want to pick up a Horatio. Also, it's worth noting that I would much rather have a counselor than an overseer. Yeah, okay. Salario Domus 63. I think you're our guy. Do I want to go industry and food from population, or just 10% extra food on the system? Probably this. This is going to be more food than this is in any situation where we really need to grow. Alright, and then we got to put him somewhere where we're going to be finishing some things in short order. Actually, Novarus. Yeah, I think Novarus makes a lot of sense. Some of that sweet governor XP. Let's search these quest curiosities. Apparently that was the one. Oh. On the lonely, wave-swept surface of this planet, you found the home of the mysterious cartographer, a wizened old Sophon whose passion is for making incredibly detailed maps of the galaxy. She claims to have located the mythical planet Psychagogia, a ruinous place where the Endless once built massive arenas for all manner of dangerous aliens to do battle. She agrees to exchange this information for a few luxury goods from your empire. And by luxury goods, she means strategic goods. Well... we just need to find 5 adamantium somewhere. I mean, actually find, right? If we probe a curiosity and it is a source of adamantium, we will get 5 from it. So I would like to do that. I'm kind of surprised that nodes that are spawned by a quest have the ability to initiate another quest. It's kind of weird. Alright, Novarus is doing what Novarus needs to do. We have important researches going on. You... what am I going to do with you? I'm going to bring this guy back home so that we can retrofit him. And those new engines and stuff. So it kind of looks like these guys are... I was going to say, it kind of looks like these guys haven't moved at all. How could that be? But how that could be is it's still the same turn. Well, I suppose we'll just send out the probes, right? While we wait to see what happens. I don't want to fly into Centaurus' space any earlier than I have to, because obviously they're not going to love me doing that. You're doing what you need to do. Okay. Oh, we've explored 20% of the galaxy. That's cool. So it does indeed look like they're headed towards Scythe, just not very quickly. We might actually catch them and be able to deal with them here. Alright, so this is not what I was looking for. A system that is completely owned already. We could grab some of these anomalies real quick. Man, there's a lot of them here, too. But maybe I'd be better off using my probes to just shoot off into the distance. The Sophons can find their own resources. We could search a couple of ruins, though. Maybe get lucky and get some cool loot. Also, if I search a thing and it does turn out to be adamantium, yeah, that would be useful. No, they can search their own curiosities. Let's send some probes out, and then we're gonna plan to move this way. Alright, cordial with the remnant. And we've got some black markets going on. Black markets have always existed in dense urban centers within the Empire. As long as they're monitored and kept under control, they have their uses. Criminal elements can be kept busy, hidden taxes can be skimmed, and interesting contraband can be smuggled into the nation for the leadership's pleasure. However, black markets for illegal firearms is another matter, especially when it enables enemy civilizations to get their hands, tentacles, or other appendages on some of the Empire's most effective weaponry. The unfortunate truth is that some of your undercover security forces have unearthed compelling evidence that a gun smuggling ring is operating out of 3 of your systems. The leader is suspected to be the nephew of Duke Groltz, a bad apple with a history of criminal activity. What shall we do? Well, I do like a random technology. So we could shut down the ring or let them stay. We are currently in the midst of an approval-granting event. Approval on all of our systems is very high. Dill, Trappist 1, and Esh are all happy enough for this quest. So I think we're going to choose to let them stay. We'll pay Duke Groltz a visit, make sure he understands the stakes, but this little venture could help you sow unrest in your enemy's ranks. You just need to make sure the local populations remain content. Yeah, let them stay. Because we immediately succeed on that. I imagine it'll check at the beginning of our next turn here. Alright, and we've completed this. We got a free pirate ship. Not 100% sure what I'm going to do with it, but we certainly have it. Also, one of the planets in the system at first appears to be lifeless and poor in resources. However, a second scan at higher power, however, reveals that the entire planet is a hologram, and in fact there's something hiding beneath the cleverly constructed camouflage. Perhaps you can figure out just how this camouflage worked. Minus 10 science for 10 turns to get us a tech is pretty good. That's a pretty good deal. Our techs are costing us a heck of a lot more than 100. Alright, I'm going to keep this guy in place for the moment, because the way we trigger this quest is, we have to search the other curiosity that popped up. You can just stay right there. Alright, Esh is building our siege ships, and overall things are going really well. Let's upgrade the engines on here and send you off to do what? I guess to explore, like, this way, right? Alright. Dill. Let's search this, find out if it's worth colonizing this planet over. Xenotourism wouldn't be bad. Magnetic field generators is not very good, unfortunately. We're ecstatic right now, but if when we lose the event, are we still going to be? Well, let's see. 75, 87. Yeah, it looks like we will, in fact, still be ecstatic even after the event ends. So, we don't need to build approval. Yeah, I guess we'll make this. It's not amazing. It'll be better once the population grows a little bit. I'm going to send this pirate ship over to see if we can merge it with our other crummy fleet, the Novarus Defense Force. Right, and you stay right where you are. We get a few turns before we're ready to take Botha. Alright, we're starting to search these curiosities. We have discovered basic positron beams. Alright, that doesn't seem like an awesome weapon, but free modules, it's fine. We also discovered 50 dust. 50 whole dust. So yeah, this happened, and we were awarded machine bacteria. That's not even a super cheap tech. That's a good reward. The ability to colonize steppe type planets. Alright, let's see here. This system 75. Yeah, this system is actually happier. We really don't need the approval here. I'm going to build the Miners' Union, though. We don't have very many sources of Hyperium in our empire. Oh, we should probably also turn on the Spin Project. You know, I don't think we want to get involved in that war. I will decide when it is time for us to go to war. Well, this would be a lot better if we had trading companies, although we are working on trading companies. Yeah, and the raw plus 20 on his system is also pretty good. More influence means more everything, basically. Alright, it looks like these guys hit the system and then turned around. Well, they don't have a lot of places they can go safely. Let's see if they go and just run straight into our fleet. That would certainly make my life easier. Alright, this guy's going to just sit here for a little while longer. We still might discover Adamantium in the next few turns. We do need to actually take control of this system. I need to get the ability to colonize some of these planets. So let's see here. Improved ion torpedoes. Alright, a mighty powerful torpedo module. Seems good. A bunch of Hyperium. The Stim City system improvement design. It's fine. It's a cheap source of approval. And the Hyperium Intensifier, which dramatically increases energy damage and critical hit chance. Yeah, it's all fine, I guess. Not exactly what I'm looking for. Man, we kind of need to be able to settle these worlds. I'm working on xenoanthropology instead of settling tech over here. Yeah, you just sit tight. Yeah, we probably want to mess with our government a little bit, actually. I can't tell what these guys are doing. It looks like they're not moving at all. Conflict has broken out between two of your trusted advisors. Two war heroes, once dearest friends, have nearly come to blows over the management of the Industrial Party. They trade insults in the press and don't print retractions. One, a young upstart who has made enemies and allies with his decisive decision-making, argues the party should adopt more taxes and tariffs in order to regulate the Empire's debts. The other, a fine negotiator but dedicated opportunist, cautions against bold action and worries about the government's relationship with large businesses and foreign empires if such acts are taken. Their argument is as much personal as it is professional. Whichever advisor you back will have plenty of ammo to throw at the other as their rivalry continues. Well, I want my systems to grow, so converting 20% of our food into dust doesn't sound awesome to me, especially given that we are actually really fine on dust. But the other option is actually of zero value. Increasing our star system trade value just does not matter because we aren't doing any trade. The 20% food is converted into dust. I suppose doesn't necessarily mean that we're losing the 20% food. It might be the case that we just get both, and this is not worded well. It does result in... I mean, we could use dust to rush stuff. I'm torn between whether I think this is better than nothing or not. I think I'm going to say that it is. I know we're not using our dust a lot right now, but we will. Alright, unfortunately, I think this colony ship just gets to sit here for a little bit. Till we get this tech. So, Arctic is what I really want. Although this planet has a terrible anomaly. This ice world is actually pretty great. But it's small. I'm sure you guys are tired of me looking up the same thing over and over again, but here's where we are. We're ending up way deeper in the science part of the tree than I intended. That we're going to get to skip a lot of this stuff. Yeah, see, we're going to end up picking up the science text anyway, just because we want to colonize cold worlds. Yeah, but we do need to be able to do it. Alright. Hold on just a little bit longer. Alright, where is this fleet going? There's the Valter super colony ship. Okay, it's coming this way. So, we will get to, their attack. Wait, where is that? Oh, okay. Well, we can retreat safely. This feels a little bit like an act of war. I think we should go shout at them about it.
Speak. Let us see if we can trust your words.
Hey, cut that crap out.
I trust you no more than I would trust a clan merchant selling Kasai.
Your fleet was a problem, and we see many more problems on the map. They've increased their diplomatic pressure on us with this bold response. Well, we can choose to mobilize, ready our defenses, producing 10 extra defense per turn on systems near their systems. Or we can increase the dodge chance of our ships near their systems. I don't know that either one of these is going to be very valuable. I guess let's get better at fighting back, just in case.
More than I would trust a clan merchant selling Kasai.
Just in case, you know, they do attack us again. We might need to make it clear to them that this will not be tolerated. What do you guys want? Search curiosities until they feel content that the mysteries of the galaxy are not all harmful. For centuries, the Remnant have gazed at the heavens and wondered what mysteries their nearest star systems held. Did these worlds hold stunning natural wonders, riches beyond their wildest dreams, and weird and wonderful alien life? Or were they simply dead worlds, filled with the dusty tombs of long-gone civilizations and dormant monsters that should never be disturbed? The question still tightly grips the Remnant imagination today. In fact, one of the biggest schisms in their society is concerned with the question of what exactly resides in their own constellation. Some caution reticence, afraid of what demons they might unleash, while others agitate to learn more about their corner of the cosmos. Deadlocked, the Remnant are paralyzed. Perhaps you can help. Okay, so yeah, we just gotta search curiosities. Well, it turns out we know about quite a few. So I think the plan with our scout ship has to be... it comes back to Scythe. There are so many things to search here. Oh no! Our expedition on Novaris unearthed angry pirates. That's fine, I guess. Alright, here come the siege vessels. And Esh could put up an intergalactic supermarket. I think I might. We should probably spin project. These guys want to be on sterile worlds. Actually, once we have this, we can transfer all of our Epistis population over to Esh 1, and we'll get a big food boost from doing so. Dim City's not very good here, but 5 approval does get us to the next... It pushes us over ecstatic. I suppose infinite supermarkets are a better way of doing that. Okay, Novaris has finished exploring all of the curiosities. Industrial infrastructure seems like a fine building here. I guess we should also build cerebral reality. Yeah, and then that, I guess. Let's really load our systems down with industry, for obvious reasons. Alright, hopefully this pirate fleet that's about to make landfall on Scythe... Landfall? Orbitfall. Hopefully it's not too tough.
I shall defend the faith, whatever that requires.
Okay. So they're going to demand money from us. Hold on. I'm not sure what we'll do about that yet. Okay, the battle here at Scythe looks like it's in our favor. These are projectile ships with projectile defenses. Also, their stats are not the best ever. We want to be long range. They also want to be long range. Well, let's be long range. I don't think we need to watch this. It's just going to be a bunch of bad ships banging away at each other. And lo, we did it. The thieves won't be troubling the Sisters of Mercy fringe dwellers again. Their ships obliterated, their leaders imprisoned. Perhaps one day they can be fully rehabilitated and become theater directors. That's a weird little quest. So, we've picked up another system. Another system that could, obviously, as they all could, use a little bit of our modernization. Alright, we really desperately need industry. This is going to be very useful. I can't believe how lucky we were with our start. We do still need the next level of system development as well. Alright, well I'm starting to think that we are not going to get any adamantium anytime soon. So I guess let's send our scout ship out somewhere else. Wow, we took, like, no damage at all? That's strange. Your system, Cran, has been selected as the host venue for a major diplomatic summit. In the coming months, all eyes will be on you. Watchdog groups across the galaxy will be monitoring Cran's infrastructure, stability, and security in preparation for the summit. Make sure the event goes off without a hitch, and you may find surprising new opportunities open up for your empire. Also, potatoes. Do we want to pay her off not to kill me? Just don't know. I mean, I guess we should colonize both of them. I don't know that we necessarily want to move any population, but we should have them at least, especially since we have a number of star system improvements that give extra bonuses per planet in the system. Okay. What do I want to do with the hero fleet? Because these guys can just sit here and protect Bonnie. Fleet with the hero, and it really should go exploring, though. Yeah. Alright, well, we may as well attack this other pirate vessel. We're kind of on a roll over here. Alright. Working on science. Yeah, alright. I think everybody who needs to be going somewhere is going somewhere. I'm a little worried about Gatria. We might have to intervene. Yeah, I guess let's build museums. National museums. Everywhere we can. I had a weird moment there where I was not sure, like, I almost said national exam, and then I was like, oh, wait a minute. I'm not sure that that's what the name of that thing is. Did I just make that up? Yeah, we're gonna have to do something about Gatria, which means that we're gonna have to, like, really supercharge Bonnie's influence output. Oh wow, that is a lot of curiosities. I guess let's start with the planet that we could potentially inhabit here. We have discovered the basic pinch beam technology. Pretty low DPS for a discovered weapon mod. I didn't pay off the Vodyani. They're probably going to be mad. While exploring this planet, you come across a small, harmless community of Horatio. Apparently the survivors of a crash-landed spacecraft. These people have lived on the planet for over a decade, enjoying the tropical climate and adorning their habitations with rocks, shells, and other useless objects. They seem quite surprised when you tell them their little conclave is just 1 or 2 years away from being wiped out by a natural cataclysm. Help them find a new place to live, won't you? Yeah. So the deal with the Horatio, by the way, I don't know if I've mentioned this, in case you're new to Endless Space. The deal with the Horatio is that they're like a whole civilization that's just clones of this one particular dude, whose name obviously was Horatio. He thought himself the greatest mind of his generation. Probably in the entire universe. And so, cloning. A lot of cloning. Wouldn't the world be better if everybody was me, he thought, and then he actually followed through on that. To bring this Horatio vessel to one of my systems with at least 3 available population slots, well, we do in fact have such a system nearby. That was an interesting anomaly. Oh, Duce's colonized all the way now. That's cool. You know the drill. And then once we have these things... I'm sure by the time we finish drone networks, we should have a pretty good handle on our industry. It will not be this bad. Yeah, that'll do. I actually don't want to prioritize the planetary specialization over searching the curiosities. I think that's too important.
I shall defend the faith, whatever.
Yeah, you know what? If you want to come and fight me, we will fight. I think I want this ship to stay put. We had a lot of searching to do over here. Okay, so as you can see down there in the lower left, the defense value of this system is being reduced by the fact that we're just basically constantly firing at the surface of the planet. Just turn the guns up to full blast. Really let that planet and everyone who's living on it have it. You've never heard of him, but a mystical figure, Kolant Alcor, has recently passed away and begun his ascent up the divine ladder to another plane of existence. A religious bloc in your Senate demand that Alcor's passing be given a full state funeral, with 100,000 votive candles lit in every city, special monuments constructed that feature his idiosyncratic writings, and 3 days of empire-wide mourning. It'll be expensive, but Alcor was a popular figure, and your population will be grateful. On the other hand, political models suggest that a rejection of the demand will boost scientific literacy even if it is unpopular. After all, much of Alcor's writings concern the truth that worlds are flat, not round. Yeah. Well. I think we want to take this big boost of influence, and we can certainly afford to lose a bunch of dust for a while. So the guy had some interesting theories about the way the cosmos works. Who cares? He probably inspired creatives. It might cost the treasury a little, but afterward your citizens are going to be extremely grateful. And, more importantly, malleable. Again, maybe not the good guys. You know, sometimes that happens in life. It turns out you weren't the good guys. Okay, we managed to successfully drive those Horatio 10 feet to our system. The Horatio seem pleased with their new homes. As you watch them wander around, hanging up artwork and woven decorations brought from their previous homes, you ruminate that there is more than one route to finding satisfaction in life. I don't know, maybe. That sounds awfully fishy to me. Alright, let's do some more searching. Here we have a signal, ruins, subterranean ruins. Guess let's check this one out. Signals are often interesting stuff. What we've discovered is a unit of remnant population. Weird. We assimilated the remnant on Leo. Yeah. That was the last curiosity that we needed for this. The galaxy is still an intimidating place to many remnant, but with the information you have relayed to them about the ruins, landscapes, flora and fauna, and hazards of their nearby star systems, they feel more confident about stepping out further into the galaxy, especially as it will now be under your wing. Well, oh hey, we found some adamantium. We are definitely doing a good job of expanding now. As your fleet second savior's navy orbits the system, a strange blip appears on the radar. Your crew watches in amazement as an ancient passenger ship of some bipedal species origin passes right across your fleet's sensors. Further scanning reveals that it is an antiquated generation ship, a sublight craft inhabited only by cryogenically preserved pioneers. We could let them be to increase pacifist political ideology, or we can interfere. This fleet won't be able to move again for 3 turns, but, you know, using your fleet's advanced scanning techniques, you may be able to follow alongside and gain access to the generation ship's onboard computers. It's none of your business, but since everyone on board is asleep, perhaps a tiny peek wouldn't hurt. Yeah, I don't think we really need pacifist political ideology increased. And who knows what we might be able to drag out of the databanks of those computers, right? Okay, let's see here. Well, I just realized that this fleet is actually over our command point limit. I guess the Sisters of Mercy had a higher command point limit than we did, which is kind of embarrassing. Well, I guess we pull a shuttle out, and I guess just have it chill in the hangar. And then we're no longer compelled to search curiosities as quickly as possible. So what do I want to do with this scout? This Horatio scout. He's fast and he has room for a lot of probes. Guess we'll just explore this way with him. Okay, they're losing combat strength, but they still have quite a large amount of manpower. Well, we'll get there. We'll get to the point where we outnumber them. Definitely want to get these national museums up everywhere as quickly as possible. Actually, how much is it to rush one? 13k is how much. We could probably do this, actually. This is where we're going to start spending influence. We're starting to make so much of it now, although in large part thanks to that event, so I guess it's not totally accurate to say that we're making it, but you know what I mean. We are receiving such a large amount of influence now that buying buildings with it is reasonable. We could just use it to rush tech, but it is costly. Right, like 1.4k just to take the last 2 turns off of this technology. Wonder if we, yeah, we're probably better using it to get a national museum here on Bonnie. Bonnie is going to need to push back against all of the pressure that is being put toward it pretty soon. Oh, this patrol ship has no probes. Trying to figure out why I couldn't scan. That'll do it. So you've taken control of Leo. Somehow, the AI has never built drone networks or cerebral reality in any of its cities ever. Those seem like pretty good early game buildings to me. I guess, what do I know? Alright, I guess everybody's doing their job. So it was going to be 2.4k to rush the construction of the influence structure on Bonnie, I think.
Whatever you're planning, you don't want...
Alright, they're trying to rope us into their war again. I really just have no interest in that. Well, we have another scout ship coming. Maybe the best thing to do would be to move on with this one. Ooh, a much better version of the Science per Destroyed command point module. That's welcome. Right. I guess we should go exploring with this one a little bit. Just try to get a better view of exactly how large and terrifying the Sophon Empire is. What do you want to do? That's right, you don't want to go anywhere. I decided already. Well, this clearly does not connect to Gatria. I guess let's see what's at the end of it. This is going to have to get resolved, like, really quickly. Oh, we've discovered a unit of Bagaba population. +1 influence, but only on fertile worlds. This is not a great population unit. But it does produce influence, which I care about a great deal. And we discovered adamantium gear. Okay. A manpower and defense bonus for your ships. I can see the use of it, right? Especially given the fact that people mostly have access to the same modules. A little bit of extra health really could help put you over if the enemy ships are at roughly the same level of development as yours are. Alright, we're probably going to wait until we've really burned out the garrison here. I see no reason to risk it in, like, potentially dangerous combat. Yeah, alright, I think we're good. It feels like I should be doing more with these turns. I don't know. That's not bad. I don't know. I guess we don't need to make a decision right this second. Well, we got this one. It's pretty good. As far as wonders go, a pretty alright one. Okay, what else? The system hasn't had to think about what to build in a little while. Yeah, I think we want to put out... Well, there's other things we could build first, right? Like the predictive logistics probably should go first. It'll shorten the time on National Museum, probably by a fair amount. Also, we have events going, like, completely nuts over here. Eureka! We've discovered a random technology, which I guess I'm not going to be told. Alright. As your fleet orbits the system, a strange blip appears on the radar. Your crew watches in amazement as an ancient passenger ship... No, that's not new text. Never mind. So, we gotta make a choice. We could loot them, or we could alter their course. Our other approval buff has to be wearing off relatively soon. Picking up another approval buff to replace it might be worthwhile. 75 dust, 10... Like, this is not actually a good reward. So, with some deft reprogramming, we'll alter the ship's course to make sure it arrives at a habitable, relatively comfortable planet. Feel a little sorry for the technologically backward inhabitants aboard. Yeah, they're probably not going to be too happy when they wake up. Oh, he's desperate, offering money already. Alright, Botha is trying desperately to launch ships. Unsurprisingly, they got totally stomped. 80 science is not a bad reward. Discovered a destructive salvager module, which is the same as the science thing, except for dust. That's fine. I can't see, like, going crazy for that. I mean, we're kind of just doing this everywhere. I suppose I should pick up Sci-Fi Design School. Then do this. A little extra industry is good for us. Alright, unfortunately, this is where I'm going to have to call it for today. Just out of time. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you're still enjoying the series as much as I'm enjoying making it. Come back next time. We're going to have to either make some serious influence progress against the Vaulters here, or we're going to have to make some different progress against them, if you know what I'm saying. So come back next time to see that, and we'll see you then.